the Lord kind of gave me a kind of like a vision.
Mm-hmm.
I was at church and we were praying and worshiping, and I always grab a coffee right before I walk in to have to drink during the sermon. And I always place it in the same location, nothing out of the ordinary. And this time around, I sat down. And when I went to go sit down, all the coffee spilled. And so I just see all the coffee just spill into the floor and go down different aisles. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing. I made a mess, and it was all of the coffee. And so my husband goes and gets napkins, and while he's getting napkins, I'm just seeing all this coffee spill, and it's interrupting the people in front of me, and it's making its way all the way to the front. And I felt God was like, don't be embarrassed. You just poured yourself out in worship. Because I was praying, I was giving God all of my gratitude and thanks for all that he's done, for him loving me, and caring for me, and just being intentional with me, that I can live a different life, and that he saved me from myself. And I was pouring all of that out. And then I see this coffee just slipping through. He's like, you just poured out. And what you poured out is going to seep into the other rows. And it's making its way to the altar. And so don't be embarrassed. And then after it was cleaned up, we cleaned up the coffee. During service, the whole time I would smell the coffee. That was like the smell of it. And he goes, that is the fragrance of my presence. Just like you're smelling that coffee when you pour yourself out, Priscilla. When you and Stephanie have these conversations where you're pouring out things that I've spoken to you, things that you're living in relationship with me, what you pour out is going to seep into other people's lives. And the fragrance of my presence is going to linger even after the fact. And so I feel like that was just a vision for season 2, that what we're going to pour out, not to be embarrassed or ashamed about what we're pouring out, or that if anybody's going to understand, because it's going to seep through and it's going to make it to the people that need to hear it. And that fragrance is going to linger.